All right. Woo! Alrighty. Good morning. What's up, everybody? TikTok, YouTube, Discord, everybody. All right. So let's, without any further ado, Spy is on steroids right now. Um, so let's go over a couple of things as to why we're seeing such a crazy move here. If you guys are on TikTok, YouTube, whatever, make sure to tap your screen. Much appreciated. We may get a raid from Ellie at some point, so having to do both. So, uh, all right, I'll fix it in a second, baby. That's very sweet. Okay, so let's turn off Charlie because he's dragging me up the fucking wall right now. So number one, guys, Wall Street futures were higher with strong quarterly sales from Johnson & Johnson, lifting up hopes that an upbeat corporate reports could soothe markets' worries about potential recession due to rising inflation and interest rates. European stocks rose on revival of risk appetite that analysts attributed to a turnaround in British fiscal policy. Japanese stocks ended up supported by a strong overnight Wall Street performance, positive indications from the U.S. futures market. The U.S. dollar rose while spot gold edged higher. Oil prices inched lower on fears that economic slowdown and lower fuel demand from China as it persists with its stringent zero COVID policy on the economic calendar for today are industrial production and manufacturing output that has since 9:15 that coming out that just coming out here in just a second here, as well as the housing market index and federal budget balance coming out at 10, and then the tentative time there. So um yeah, well, so I'm looking at Tesla right now. It's falling in line with that analysis pretty well. Liking that a lot. uh Okay, so a couple of things here. Russia finds Amazon over banned content for the first time, over 4 million rubles, whatever. U.S. Wall Street rally throws spotlights on reports for Tesla and Netflix, which wholeheartedly agree on. Definitely something to watch for here this morning. Um, U.S. oil firms result to show impact of demand, inflation. Oil field service firms are poised to deliver the strongest third quarter results in years as demand for equipment and services has risen despite the supply chain snags and higher cost of inflation, according to analyst forecasts. All right, so Johnson & Johnson beats estimate on demand for its cancer drug and Crohn's disease drug Stelara, while projecting an easing of the hit from surging inflation. Other than that, guys, we have Netflix earnings today. We've already talked about this last night. If you guys didn't catch last night's recap video and you're not trading the bell, you could not too late to go watch that. Let's see if this reloads. If you guys are on TikTok, if you guys don't mind, tap your screen before we get to that 9:15 mark. Try to hit the For You page. Um, have to do it myself. So I have yeah. I'm actually gonna share the live really quickly as well. All right. Sorry about that. Can you screen share on YouTube that we can see closer? I am on YouTube and I am screen sharing, right? Yeah, I am. Trader Pro. What's going on, girl? Jesus. She says, "Hey, Daddy, stop restarting the stream, and you would have a lot of likes." Blind librarian. I had to. Unfortunately, I had a phone call emergency. I had to take care of. So, um, all right. So Netflix reporting today. Johnson and Johnson's already reported. United Airlines, Goldman Sachs already reported. Lockheed Martin already reported. So that's kind of going into today. Tomorrow, as you guys know, Tesla, IBM, Procter and Gamble, Alcoa, all those bad boys. So that being said, I am still in a Tesla call right now. This one is at the floor. I know there's a couple of you guys who are in that as well. We had the top of that area. We had the median of that area, which we rejected yesterday. That's 222. And we had the floor of that area, which was 218. We closed with a bounce off of that floor, and we have since gapped up, squeezed out, and we're all the way up at a little finger ledge around 228 33, and currently holding 229, which my target was 230 at the beginning of the week. So that's what I'm going to be looking for as far as potential areas to bounce off of. So this morning for Tesla, underneath, okay, listen very carefully, underneath 228, I would anticipate a potential pullback into the 225 area. There's a big ass gap. Okay, so even just profit taking at the bell, right? You could wick down and straight rebound and close that candle. My hands are off the steering wheel at the bell with a massive gap up like this. Period. End of story. Not no, not trying to slam into anything heavy until I see confirmation. Right now the trajectory is to the upside, so you're not going to catch me slipping and trying to short every red candle. I'm looking for the high probability plays that we can make money on consistently, and that's it. So most people have real jobs. They don't sit in front of the computer gambling on stocks. Very, very insightful. I love that comment. You're right. Most people do have real jobs. I was one of those real job people too. Hardwood flooring, high-rise window cleaning, historical preservation, tiling, fucking framing, disaster restoration, uh, pouring basements. Yeah, so I had a real job and it destroyed my body. So I'm sorry that you're just not, yeah, able to do this too. So, but you could totally have a 9 to 5 job and make money in the market. So you're just a short seller making the market manipulate. That's actually the nicest comment I've ever gotten. I'm going to screenshot that. No, you're not just, no, you're not. You're just a short seller making the market manipulate. I'm glad you think I have that sort of power, but I don't. Comment though, I like that. All right, so moving on to Meta. This one giving us a nice, tasty gains overnight. If you swung Meta, what a great play, right? We picked the right expiration 2 weeks out. We had no reason to cut those last runners. I did try and short it. I cut my short easy. The shorts actually did end up working out. I know a couple of people who said that they held, so they got like a 10-15% gain there to the downside. You tapped 135. That was your little box here, so we can delete these, right? They're no longer relevant to us at the moment. And now Meta, right? So let's go to the hourly time frame so we can make sure that what we're seeing is clear. Meta, which again we have this floor as well, but I'm focused on where the majority of price action is respected. So even that floor gets retested. So if Meta pulls back or falls, it would be 135.38. And of course, that would be, here's the, it's not the break, okay? We don't do a break of things. We do a candle open or candle close above or below that level, right? So a candle on top of 135.50, that's more bullish. I would be looking for a bounce, not a breakdown. We also talked about the probability of creating an inverse head and shoulders, which would allow us to pretty much a clean shot to 142. So if you still have those Meta contracts, I'm going to continue to hold them. There is a I'm gonna try and add into this one, but if you have any contracts, I would say it's a good idea to take some profit off the table if you still have a more than one or maybe three or four, and then I'm gonna let him run. Especially if we cross over 138 and 140. I see 142 pretty easy. We've got a gap to fill at 139. So if we bounce, I will be looking to day trade Meta back up to hold that gap. So, but definitely giving off that inverse head and shoulders vibes here. Let's see. I wish I could screen share here, but I can't. Yeah. So let me see. Can I explain shorting a stock in simple words? Yeah, I'm borrowing a stock at a higher price and buying it when it's at a lower price and then collecting the difference. Or I'm selling, right? So think of it's the inverse. You're borrowing a share at the top or at a high, and then when it's lower, you collect the difference when you buy that stock back. Sorry. No, that's is it wait, you most hate your job? I'd be happy to, if that person, even right now being sassy, I don't know what MSK means, but, you could learn here instead of being so salty. Just take a deep breath, dude. What do I think of about a retrace to 145 for a long entry? Are you talking about meta? There is a way to make it work. There is. So, all right. All right. Meta, Tesla, and I'm gonna stay away from Apple today with SPY and such a big ass gap up. Um, and just to give you guys, and I know it sucks, we had a good trading day yesterday. If you swung into today, take your money. But after a big gap up, okay, after a big gap up, you can gap and go, but how much more juice could you really expect out of such a massive gap up? Okay, so that it is what it is a big ass gap up, right? Kind of like this right here. But let's see, do we still have the strength? And does this convince bulls enough? And does this put shorts with their backs against the wall? So we see an immediate rip up. And so if you're looking for a target on Tesla, we must hold 228. We must break 229 or 230. And my target to the upside, if we did see a monumental move to the upside, would be 233.50. All right. Um, Everything is right now. Yes. So to give you guys a quick pulse check into Pottery's back. What's up? I am back. Um, Patience. I talked about it yesterday with Meta. We're gonna be watching Meta and Tesla here, both of them, side by side. Um, but number one today is being patient, letting these if this thing explodes, right, and we just see a rip off the bell. If you have hotkeys or something like that, we got our hotkeys right here. um then go for it, right? Take an entry, make sure you have it. The most important thing when you take an entry is knowing exactly where your stop loss is going to be and why. And then the second most important thing is knowing how much and having a predetermined amount, percentage amount, or dollar amount that you're willing to put into a trade, right? And where would you cut and what losses would you likely incur if you did? And so there's a way to factor that stuff in so that you're not just now, if you're scalping and trying to do this in 3 seconds, you're going to have a hard time. Remember, clean up your chart with any unnecessary, right? So I could leave that box, but maybe this box can go, that box can go, these extra little lines here can go, that trend can go. We don't need our pivot points at the moment. Right now, R2 is perfectly aligned with my 142 target to the upside. So I'd be actually pretty stoked if we saw just a straight, oh God, we're really starting to rip here. J&J lost its gains. Then watch for the dumpy. Are we seeing a little pullback here in pre-market? Tesla. That's not good. Yeah, that makes me think we could hit a quick dumpy potentially at the bell. 227 maybe on that bounce, or maybe 226.50. We'll see how that channel, but this is definitely a channel here in pre-market. You got a little wick out of there. Looks like it might have wanted to break down or something like that, but we'll see. This is continuation of yesterday's. Yeah, close to a wedge. Okay, so this is where confluences matter to me, right? This is where I'm like, okay, cool. You've got a confluence that works for me. Hold on 1 second. Interesting. What the fuck? That follows trend from the bottom. Uh, Broadening channel, which again, I'm probably like I hate that pattern setup. Don't like it really at all. But looking at it this way, right? We'll look at this big buy, or this big candlestick close right here at 227. But I think what that shows you is that basically 227.32 and the confluence, right? So there's a confluence. These two could be confluences. 226.38. That's where I would just be simply looking for a retest of 225. So I don't see that candlestick online, TOS. They're lying to you. It's there. It's a lie. Yo, what's up today tonight? Yeah, if you're gonna put calls in on like one-sided on a play, then just send me your money and I'll put it into like Beanie Babies or something, and we might get a better investment back. So yeah, sometimes you're gonna hit. Most of the time, you're gonna get hit. Even if you do take it, kind of like the way that we do it, both ways. So right now I am light, quiet, holding what I got, looking at potential continuation and pullbacks and bounces. This could take 30 to 40 minutes of the day. And if volume and price action isn't there and it's just a hold or build day, no. I haven't been trading much after I blew up my account, just listening and playing Fortnite. That screen is making my OCD have seizures. That's crazy. Just like separate your OCD from yourself. Just look. Dude, I wish my taskbar would go away. You sent me? What the? Boxer, I would say take profit off of one of the calls. and then yeah, maybe let the put go. Have a point basically wherever pre-market high is. If it breaks and holds above that, you can. Of course, if it's weak volume, recognize that, leave it. But this is enough for a gap and go. Just saying. Okay, so it could be that we go and hit resistance first. 224.35. I think we discussed this last night. 245. 245 would be the run up level there. Um, and then yeah, I mean if you pulled back, I'd be looking at the the Jesus 241.35. Sorry. Love you, man. Thank you back to welcome to TikTok. Thank you, dude. Spy puts. Love spy puts, huh? Like spy put gurus. So yes, lower time frame breaking down trend. You are currently. We're not worried about. Here's how I'll do this. First of all, not a big fan, right? I do like where we're opening up. Um, I would say that maybe a 2 or 3. I'm gonna call it 372. 372 under 372. 370. If you lose 370, sure. Candle open under 370, sure. But I wouldn't be short right now when the trend is currently looking as if it might be pulling off a reversal. Um, you are at an hourly 200-day EMA, which has been a kind of a brick wall. You guys notice here, you get a gap up, big, strong gap up. Actually, this kind of looks pretty reminiscent of what we're doing right now, right? Big gap up right there. You see a little bit of it there, then you sit flat, right? So we got a huge gap up, really. So there is the possibility to, and really, if you look at it on those gap ups, you see a little bit of continuation, but it's not a full big trading day, which is exactly what I'm trying to like reiterate here. Is I'm probably not going to be taking anything big. It's probably going to be tomorrow, but one of the things that we like to do here is make sure that you guys are learning about when to trade. When is the right time to trade? Because most people show up every day and they lose money and then they have to come back later to start making that money back. So finding the days, knowing when it's right, knowing the climate, knowing the sentiment, important stuff. So
Yes, Goldman Sachs hitting $321 now at high,
look at that.
about $14.
That's exactly what I was talking about yesterday about the was this the one that had the yeah. And because it's coming from the lows, who knows? Could still it would have to reject that at 320 area. Higher time frames matter to me. 15-minute candle closes. Wow, I'm $5 from being in the money. So Potter performing magic. Trying to. Got a bad glare on my screen. All right, let me go get some coffee. Guys, take a deep breath. You don't have to trade if there are no trades. Take the most high probability thing, record what you make profit on, and well, record what you don't as well. But make sure you guys are ready to go. Key level set, stop losses in place, entries, exits, and we're operating like robots today. We're going to do exactly what our plan says, and if our plan is well developed and done correctly, then there should be no tears, right? We should be able to operate within those rules and make money. You're back.
OPEC Secretary General says there was a consensus to act now to prevent a crisis later on. It says unanimously decided to take a preemptive stance to help stabilize global oil markets. J&J CFO says have the opportunity to right-size its infrastructure for a two-segment company versus a three-segment company. That's Juliet, November, Juliet.
It's gonna be a boring day in the market. Love you, baby. That light actually does help. Show of hands. Does anybody still have
The
a
Secretary General says oil needs $12.1 trillion in over investments over the long term. If investments not met, could see serious shortfall and volatility.
Oops. Why are you doing that there? Those contracts closed at 8:40. No, I'm not looking at a Netflix trade immediately, but all right. 20 seconds here. Be patient. Have perspective. Don't be greedy. And we're open.
U.S. markets now open.
I think profit taking is more than likely going to happen, yes. But I'm still not counting out, obviously this is a far, 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 far away. So anywhere underneath that 228.38, and you could see a nice pullback there. So watch 227.31 and 226.50.
Iranian sources tell Reuters Iran has promised Russia more drones and missiles.
Damn. If you are in Meta, if you left a runner bought at 730, those contracts are now worth 1005, $1,000 right there. So feel free to TP those out. Patience, patience, patience. Jesus. That was an aggressive sell. down to my level exactly. Watch for another one down here. The quicker they move it down, Netflix bleeding. Nice. So Meta would have to lose 135. Already taken profit on that one. Because I still have a Tesla call, I'm only interested in like performing a hedge or something of that nature. So I may short this thing at some point, probably with the
Iran has promised to provide Russia with
225 puts.
senior Iranian officials, diplomats told Reuters.
I know there's some people who swung Tesla, though. All right, aggressive, very, very, very aggressive pulling back into this. Meta is still inching up. I'm not banking. I'm waiting on Tesla to bounce, not shorting it. I know it's tempting to short. That's not my plan. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking Meta quite yet, although this one is pushing pretty well right up into that next level. 130. Yep, look at that perfect projection. And there's that bounce. So 228.16 needs to be recovered. If not, next flush down. There's our next flush down. All right, that's the ceiling. This is where you must bounce. This is 225, just like I talked about. 225. We must bounce here. If we don't, I believe that we would likely fail or open up into the 225, 28, and then that would likely give you continuation of downside. But I'm looking for a bounce right here. We already got one little wick of green. Looks like sellers are still pushing down. You guys can see they're pretty aggressive. If you watch the tape as well, that thing is flying. So chopping up Tesla before earnings, right? Destroying those premiums, shaking people out. I'm seeing a lot of movement on Tesla, not so much anywhere else. So I'm looking for a call on Tesla 227.65.
53 cents.
Yeah, Tesla, a great move. If you scalp that down at the bell, awesome move. That one's moving a far more aggressive due to the fact that it has earnings bounced literally off of the penny 225. They may run it down into it a little bit more, but if we close a candle underneath that with strength, I'm going to go ahead and call for a short. I'm not going to short, but I'm going to call it short. At that point, I would suspect that we just keep dumping. But this is really its last line. It must bounce here. SPY's got to show, which again, since last night, we've already seen expeditious movement.
$163 down about 1.5%. Following the company's earnings report earlier, traded over $171 in the free market. That's Julian, the member Julian.
Stop being impulsive. Don't be impulsive right now. Be technical, be robotic. If you're not in anything and you don't see anything, don't take anything. Just because you think something might happen, that's probably your emotions playing tricks on you. Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable, don't trade. It's just that simple. By the way, if you're still in Meta, Meta is holding those contracts really, really well. So
GS Goldman Sachs CEO says fundamental strategy remains the same and maintaining our financial targets.
This is the standard deviation channel. If you guys recall what we did this morning on Tesla. So just sit back, relax, watch that hourly candle form. Higher time frame leads to less impulsive things. More like the better the rally. Well, I guess that's why we didn't have no rally yet. Damn, dude, those price targets were perfect. Nice. I'm just chilling, guys, in cash.
NCPL net capital funds for a $25 million mixed shelf is under Charlie Papolima.
Would you look at MRO? Now we're gonna let that hourly candle close because that thing has been jerking me around. Doesn't look like anybody's buying. Yeah, that's showing a lack of strength here. You'd want to see a bounce, not whatever the hell that was. Maybe get past that wick. 226.30. Nice job, 125%. Yeah, I got really good, nice returns on the meta swing here. I think everybody got out of that one, but still good money. I shouldn't have done that. See if I can cancel it. No, I can't. That's okay. I have my own Tesla call that I'm still watching right now. Expiration's further out, but I just had to hedge myself. I'm doing my own hedge. I'm not gonna signal stuff that's for my own, like, mistaking, like, so if I just hold a hedge, it's just simply to, and I was actually green on that this morning. I just didn't have a chance to take profit. So Tesla to 220, he says, all the way for the 100% gap fill, right? Is that what you're saying? 219.50. Actually, the gap fill is 219.50. So
EU proposed emergency tool for capping gas prices. APRX Sierra Palma shares halted on a circuit breaker. Kilo Papa Romeo Echo.
I'm just in the Tesla put right now. I got a two 215 here, but I'm just holding that one right now. So just in place of my call, which this thing, the next bounce level here is 224. It's gonna take some juice to get that out. I will bounce Tesla. This was only a hedge. So I have a call already.
IAG shares up 16% in IM Gold after the
I'll
company
cut any puts, 226
sell
easy.
its interest in Rosebel Gold Mines to Vision Mining. That's the Alpha Gulf.
MRO looks good. Meta's pulling back, just like we talked about. Yeah, for sure. All right, so take a look at Tesla right now, guys. Obviously, even on the three, seeing really slow legs down. 225.65 is where they're trying to push off of. 224.34, or excuse me, 224.50 is where their buyers are trying to step up. Kind of like we just actually did that just tap 224.34? Yeah, it did. Look at that. So again, 226.30. I'm only hedging, so it's not a play that I'm signaling, just hedging. There we go. Nice, Tesla. Very good. Exactly. That's the ticket right there. So you did go and bounce off of that. Look at that. Interesting. Now, candle close matters, right? That's what matters here. But right now, that's a pretty bearish candle here. So we're going to need to change this candle. We got 45 minutes in this hourly candle. We just closed a 15-minute candle. So that's pretty bearish sitting up against that wick fill. And yeah, you're probably going to go down for 223.85 and 222 to the downside. 222 to the downside. All right, this is where that bounce is. Look at the candles controlled though. So buyers want to control this price 224.91. They do not. Sellers are pushing off of 225.60. So Meta, right? Here's one level. 134.62 is the next one. No trade right now, guys. Staying patient. No trade other than my little hedge, which doesn't matter which way this goes. I still good to go. See what's happening right now, guys. Tesla's up against this downtrend. So price action to be expected here. Otherwise, this is a bear flag. It's just going to sink straight down to that 222 level. Which
Coming up in 10 minutes at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, the NAHB Housing Index for October 43, the consensus.
puts. There may not be a play right now, guys. There may not be a trade until the end of the day. So keep that in mind.
DOJ officials to hold a press conference at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to discuss new and recent enforcement actions regarding Russian criminal activity.
Nice Carnival Court. I already have the level 844. Watch 844. MRO is okay. Still rocking that one. AA. Looks like it might go for that break. 2-day. Maybe. I do not know. Let's see. Yeah, little triangle there. Can I explain what's going on with AMD?
Shares resume trading. Kilo Papa Romeo X-ray.
Yeah, it is going back and retesting the previous ceiling at 58.75 and potentially 58.36, but also just a gap fill. So most semiconductors are very weak right now.
Yesterday, Cure announced publication of their phase 1 trial results for their treatment for ocular inflammatory disease. That's Kilo Papa Romeo X-ray. Shares now off the highs at $8.07.
I'm not touching Netflix, guys, until the end of the day. Period. Sorry, guys. It's just watching right now, and I'm fixing something on the. I have Tesla puts right now, as a hedge, and that's it. So just because I still have a call, but I'm actually thinking about holding this call, through earnings, but we'll see. If anybody got into those, or if you're in, 222 is the target to the downside. Meta, watch Meta with the 134.50. Jesus. Hey, you're back. I am. Below 222, 221.80. Looking for a gap fill here. Perfect touchdown there. I'm gonna take off one of those puts here. Let the rest ride. Take it easy right now, guys.
TSLA, Stellantis, said a word to Ben. The company TRO said the company looking at U.S., Canada, and Mexico for additional plants. They expect to announce the by the second quarter of next year. That's Sandy Tango Lima Alpha. Marijuana Movement said Philly Brooklyn pushes for psychedelics returning to therapeutic access.
All right, I gotta hammer Tesla a little bit more here. I think 2180. It's got to lose 2180. Oh, lit. Robert, anything?
AX Skechers sues Hermes for patent infringement of his proprietary massage fit technology. That's Sandy Kilo X-ray.
I haven't taken anything. I sold one of the Microsoft calls at the Bell.
How was that?
And good. I think it was like trying to think what I probably made like 49%, 50%.
Dope. Perfect.
And I'm holding a put. It's coming back, but very slow. So
Yeah, that's because people aren't buying that specific strike. You'll see that strike start to get picked up as it delta starts to increase.
I was down like $125 on it. Now I'm only down like 70. So it's coming, but just slower.
Yeah, dude, just give it a second. You're at the 75% mark here. So you would need to go further once you leave that. All right, if anybody added to Tesla, I just hotkeyed just that middle break, using that as a stop. I guess we're gonna go for that entire gap fill. But I'm gonna go ahead and TP the original ones. I'm up pretty good on those. Definitely hedged my losses.
Hurry up the NAHB Housing Market Index 43 consensus. $38 versus 43 consensus, 46 previous on the NAHB Housing Market Index.
See if SPY reacts to that at all or something. This could be this what 10 a.m. reversal. So if there is going to be any reversal, I would imagine it would be here.
That's the lowest level since August 2012 on the National Association of
20
Builders Housing.
well 2012. Damn.
CS Goldman Sachs says taking action to cut expenses in non-compensation categories.
You guys notice that the candle opened up under 225.50 on the 15-minute here, and then we saw that move down to the median, which we're currently fighting around. Remember guys, if there is anybody, just because I'm getting a lot of DMs, I'll just go ahead and do this live. If you're monthly, our yearly is discounted right now, but just DM me for that. And if you need me to manage your membership, let me know. But those prices are back down to normal with the discount. So it ends up being like almost half of what it was. So just DM me. Or I have been getting a ton of DMs, so I'm trying to like post. But if you have any trouble, just please DM me. Don't struggle.
STBA, S&T Bancorp increasing dividend a penny to 31 cents. Sandy Pender Brother Alpha, STBA.
Hey, good morning, Garrett.
What's up, man?
Hey, I just caught the last part of what you were saying, so I didn't catch it all. But for some reason, the only thing under your name for me this morning in Discord is the YouTube channel, and then I think I just saw that Manny is gone off of there now too.
Yeah, right now as we speak, I am fixing. So we had all those roles and shit. I'm fixing all that stuff right now, because it confuses the shit out of the bot, and the bot just has a hard time managing memberships. We just slammed into 221, just like I said right there on Tesla. So if we're gonna rebound or see any rebound, or consolidation, it may be here. But that's just I'm just adjusting that stuff right now. You'll see all those channels come back right back up. So unless you don't have a membership, then you might not be able to. But hold on one sec here.
Okay, thanks, bro.
Yeah, no problem, dude. If you are a yearly member, obviously, if you're in my mentorship and you're a yearly member, not it's not for I already meet with you every week. But if you're a yearly member, I'm gonna do a couple meets with those people who are, um, just for the remainder of October, and then we'll sprinkle those in towards the end of the year. So if you're gonna be with us for a year, I'd like to know who you are, what you're here to do. Not that I don't want to know that if you're monthly, but where's Kenneth? Kenneth, help me. Is anybody in Tesla to the downside? Anybody else? Anybody take it just because, even though I said it was a hedge? It's okay. You can say it. Rod. I know Rod. Rod can. Rod's allowed to do it. Rod's special. Go.
I shorted Tesla on the break of the 3-minute opening can. I got a terrible feel because I actually filled it at the end of the second 3-minute candle, which was the very bottom of where it bounced. And I was to the bad there a couple of times, but I just kept holding. It never got close if I stopped. So
Yeah.
I'm right. 220.
Yeah, I'm riding this down too. Didn't want to chase. Good. Good. I was in and out for profit. I did, but I got out. Okay, cool. Yeah, nothing exciting right now. I'm gonna ban that word. No wish. No wishing. It does bad stuff to the brain. Ban it. Yeah, right. How about this? The next time someone uses the word wish, everybody just spam their DMs with like tickling gifts or something really weird. Just a bunch of weird gifs. Teletubby gifs. Perfect. That'll teach him. This could be a good spot to bounce, but where's your verification? You know? Yes, this is the Friday's highs, so this would be it went through. Oh. Yeah, I think actually from now on, if anybody is on the yearly, I'm gonna require that you know what? Actually, I just gave myself like 10 good ass ideas. I think I'm gonna hold now that everything's kind of settled as far as our admins are concerned. I think every single month I'm gonna hold like a new welcome to Simple Stacks type meet. May have to do it every 2 weeks, but so that way everybody will get a good orientation as far as like how to navigate and shit. Um, sorry, I'm cussing right now. There's no reason for that. But how to navigate everything, and then uh, as well as like what are you here to do? You know, what is your purpose? So, dude, where have you been? I got banned. I get banned. Some you guys know why I got banned. I don't have to explain. I got a big ass mouth. Maybe I'll go over to Coach CWC. He said he wanted to go live with me.
PBIG, Lomotif launching beta version of Lomo Ads and integration with Google Ads. Bravo, India.
Yeah, I got banned. Tesla. Sheesh. All right, so I've TP'd some of those right there. Um, good bounce, right? If it doesn't go down, eventually it's gonna go up. Good bounce off of Friday's or yesterday's close or yesterday's highs. Love that. I'm still in a long position, so no matter what, good. Sorry if you guys ever hear, I'm just typing DM, responding to DMs, trying to. Yo, what the fuck? Listen, if you're on members channel, you could
Victor, Charlie Tango.
Is Simple Stacks getting a mascot? Not quite yet. Why does my soul want to short the market? Because you got a bias. I still have puts and calls on Tesla. This isn't me signaling. No, this isn't a play. This is me managing my little boo boo over here. Do I have any plays right now? No, I do not. Meta is there's nothing, right? If I was to signal right now, yes, there could be continued downside. Really, Meta is not going to be short for me until we lose 134. All right. Um, yes. All right. All right. All right. All right. If you want a Netflix earnings play, I'm not going to signal this. I'm going to tell everybody. Netflix looks like it's going to dump hard, like kind of right now. Yeah, watch out. Scalp Tesla long, got to take my profits. King K, let's go. That's mostly what you focus on, right? Quick scalps in and out. Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking at Netflix and I'm not signaling on my Discord because that's. What happened to Big Stripper and Big Manny or Minnie? I killed them. No, they're still here, guys. I'm as we speak. I'm doing 6 things right now. I'm answering DMs. I'm managing 2 people's memberships. I'm trading, watching comments on 3 different streams, and also fixing the Discord right now. Don't worry, guys. No, dude, Manny's my boy, man. That's yeah, he's not going anywhere. I'll kick his ass if he tries to leave. We'll fight. Type a little harder, will you please? Wait, are you serious? Is that like ASMR or something? Am I doing ASMR? I got the clickety clacks. I did it on purpose. Patchy, we discussed this yesterday. And I don't want to go too in depth into this, but it's also something that kind of sucks to have to explain via text. It's like breaking up with somebody like on text or something. But without sugarcoating anything, just humans to humans, Roman was a asshole to me. And very much, again, all the respect in the world, he's still a friend of mine, and I told him this myself. I called him an asshole. So I told him that, like, hey man, you can't try and force essentially the request was for every other admin to not be here, that he felt that they didn't have the same value that he did, and that he should be receiving a bigger part of the pie. And I told him that this has never been and will never be solely about just making bank. the thing is if we're a successful Discord and people are learning and making money, then that'll happen if we do a good job. But there's also some consistency issues on his part that we had. There was some babysitting issues where I had to babysit a full grown man. There's been, alcohol. There's been a lot, and without going too personal, because that's his life, those issues affected us and also caused him to like give me these random outbursts about how I didn't include him in the membership, or how I didn't include him in like the numbers and stuff. And he's absolutely right. One of the first things that he told me is that I should get rid of Manny, get rid of Atlas, get rid of Astro, get rid of Plunger, and have it be just me and him. So I can't do that, nor will I ever. It's just not worth. Nobody's that valuable to me. And I was just gonna say, well, I mean, Roman, I don't know anything about Roman. All I know is that I've been able to make money and live comfortably off of my trading, and anything that comes off of the Discord, for the most part, I've donated or I put those back into the Discord so that way I can continue to improve like any good business owner would. Um, uh, oh my God. I gotta screenshot that and send it to Manny. I'm sorry. Julian. But I'm gonna start a Discord with Jazambo. There we go. Let me get that. Um, but at the end of the day, I offered him a couple of different resolutions. I offered him to create his own Stripe account and remain in the Discord. We could remain friends, but it got to the point, guys, and again, without going into any greater detail, where Manny doesn't even want to speak to this individual ever again, like even on a personal level. So that for me is extremely stressful. No, it's okay. I just want to be clear, on we're all humans here. Shit happens. People, everything looks different from the outside, but the internal stuff like that, that's the kind of stuff that, yeah, unfortunately we raised the price and I was like really, really hesitant to do so. But I was trying to make sure I was trying to, and this is my fault. I was trying to people please and make it so that okay, you're taken care of and everybody else is already happy with what they got. So that's just added. And so I offered him like, hey dude, I'm not keeping the price here. We're changing the price. We're moving back down to my mental health. Watch Netflix building that flag down right here. Tesla also going up and retesting 224. But all in all, guys, again, I wish him the best. I offered to allow him to create his own role, and then that way he wouldn't have to really deal with it. All he would have to do is just continue doing what he was doing, and those people would just kind of be in their own little sub pocket that wasn't agreed upon. Um, so that's it, And again, he's a good guy, but doing business with him just for the last 2.5 years has been not my favorite thing that I've ever done with another human being. So I got trapped in the middle of a lake, frozen lake, on an inflatable boat, and it was more fun than having to deal with that. So I've been hit by cars 3 times. And what's my favorite thing that I've done with another human being? Get the fuck out of here, dude. What? Oh my God.
Answer that question.
um, who knows? Who knows? Uh, you can pay me and I'll be your example of what not to do. Wait, I got kids? No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I did that when my partner was pregnant with our son. We went into the doctor. It's very, very clearly pregnant, but she goes, "Oh, it's for sure a boy." And my mouth, I like made my mouth drop, and I looked like horse struck. And I was like, "She's pregnant? Are you serious?" And like this poor nurse, man, she was like, looked at Peyton, looked at me, look. She was like, like no words were able to come out of her mouth. And I was like, "I'm just messing with you." Those are my kids. Who am I talking about? I was just talking about a previous administrator. Am I trading? I'm not. I'm not doing anything. I told you guys that today was going to be kind of weird, and from what I can tell, that diagnosis was muy correct. Rejecting. Yeah. So look, breakdown, retest. Netflix looks like it wants to die. So I would say that Tesla gap fill, shit, you could end up seeing yourself down to 218.50 again. That ain't chill.
Starboard Value CEO Jeffrey Smith in a CNBC interview says Salesforce has subpar mix of growth and profitability. Says Salesforce has not been as focused on profit margins. That's Charlie Romeo Michael.
Yeah.
Shares of Salesforce are off the highs now, 155.72. It'll have $160 in the pre-market on that early report that Starboard had taken a stake. That's Charlie Romeo Michael.
I'm gonna tell you something that most Discord owners will never ever tell you. You want to get good after being in here for a little while. If you feel like you've hit a wall in the Discord, turn me off. Pause. Turn the live trading channel off. And trade on your own. That is you only grow when you're uncomfortable. If I create a sense of comfort for you, Manny's here. I just gotta fix his channel. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. I gotta do this by hand. This sucks.
Goldman Sachs CEO says pulling back on some consumer business aspirations. That's Sandy.
Create public threads, create private threads, embed links. Nope, nope, nope. You guys can't do anything. Emojis, yes, you can have emojis and stickers. That's fun. It's like the doctor's office. Mention people, nope. Manage messages, nope, nope. Yes. Nope, nope. Sorry, I gotta go and manage all the permissions so y'all don't hack my Discord. One time I almost gave the Discord to some random member. It was an accident. Almost an accident. I didn't realize you could do that. And then when I was like, oh, what's this do? And I was like, wait, hold on. TikTok, I need my phone here in just a minute, so I'm gonna turn this off. YouTube, sorry, it's not been a very exciting day. But I'm gonna take a play here on Netflix really quickly after I fix this shit. All right, can you guys see it now? That right there on Tesla was your re-entry off of that rejection. Watch for a new low of day on Tesla. I'm going to go ahead and give you 220.50 and 219. Really, I think that there's a good possibility we even go to 218.35. I think this is a attempt to make sure people are going to get squeezed or shaken out of their positions going into this week's earnings. This is also chopping those options up to bits. Can you guys see now? Manny's channel. Are we seeing this?
RBLX, Roblox, Axios reporting two of the largest independent studios creating games for Roblox. Red Manta and Sonar Studios have merged to form a new company, Twin Atlas, that's from Axios, that's Romeo Bravo Lima X-Ray.
Wow. Behave yourself, man. Stick around a while. Nah. I'm gonna do it again and again. Next week, Tesla contracts are really pricey. I know. Is that you guys can see it? Okay, cool, perfect. Is Potter Stock's thing messed up for anybody else? Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, is Potter Stocks messed up for everybody else? What?
GS Goldman Sachs CEO says expects bumper M&A and capital markets environment as we had in 2023. As we head to 2023, that's called Sandy.
Okay. How about now? Can you guys see my channels now? We need a Simple Stacks podcast. I'm working on something like that right now. I got a lot of shit to say, you know. So. All right. Perfect. All right. I'll continue to do that a little bit later, but I actually have some meets I need to get to in not too long, but I also have to run and grab some things. If we don't see any movement, Tesla, I do think we get a new low of day. If we can clear 221, I would say that 220.50 is the next target here, followed by 219.45. So coming from the uptrend, once you lose that top though, for the most part, you lose that 200-day moving average on the 5, and that's kind of it. So you either need a double bottom or something like that. What does this look like regular hours? Thomas, yes, dude. Are you green on that one yet? Or you were probably, I know that you were green this morning. I was too. That's why I hedged myself. Yes, that's the call that I'm still holding. That's I got yeah. Now I'm technically green because I made that money back from the hedge, right? But yeah. I'm gonna hold it, dude, into earnings. So don't tell anybody, but won't tell anybody. Netflix. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and signal something for Netflix. I swear to goodness, if anybody comes in here with blown accounts because this is they put everything in here, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna call your mom, dad, whomever I gotta call. I'm gonna call the police. I'll call the cops on you. Okay. So first of all, the IV is absolutely smacking. And my ex is the short on test is actually yes. Nice, perfect. Yeah, good job, dude. So obviously October 21st, those calls are ridiculous. Yeah, fuck that. Actually, I think I might pass. I might actually pass. There's not a lot of love on the upside. The downside, though, everybody thinks, but that IV is jacked up. 285s. What did I have that marked at? Yeah, man, those aren't. There's no risk to reward on those. This would have to fucking go crazy. Um, IV implied volatility. So here's what has to happen. we have to get above 250 and we have to get below 213. So we need to go outside of that price range. 315 or 320 is the AE calls that I would recommend. And I wouldn't recommend them. I would like give them to you with like a grossed out face. You know what I mean? Ugh, like, here you go. I guess if you insist. But 320, maybe 325 if you want to stay low risk. And then to the downside, because we don't do anything one sided. Unfortunately, I gave a price target of 165 to the downside. So, I would say 170 puts. So, but I'm gonna actually let you guys know right now, I'm not taking that shit. I'll pass. I'll just trade. That looks terrible. The only thing that, again, big price oscillation for sure. I said yesterday that this could be a retest, right? So this big pop up could be a retest of that floor, and then we could continue falling, and we could see Netflix fall even further. Which I have Netflix going to 130, 135. So, all right. TikTok, I'm gonna go ahead and log off. YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same. If you guys are, I'll be live in the Discord here in just a little bit. Back on live on the Discord, so you guys are welcome to hop in there. At the end of the month, we will be opening up trials and all the other good stuff, so you guys are welcome to check us out. But other than that, thanks for tuning in. Sorry, it wasn't a super exciting day. We did see a nice return on, if you guys swung meta, it was great. That's all I needed. And then as far as obviously playing anything to the downside, I did take Tesla, still in Tesla, to the downside. Rejected 224, looking for 220.50, anywhere below 220.50, looking at 218.50. So, I do not take earnings trades on airlines. Historically, for the most part, you get a big nice gap up there, but yeah, I usually don't. But if I was going to, I guess. Huh? What the fuck did that? Did you hear that? That was hilarious.
Food, here, just off the lows now, just at.
Rule of acquisition number 111. Treat people in your debt like family. Exploit them.
Out of Tesla short, nice job. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that earnings right there. Look at the daily candle on Tesla. Gap filled. If this candle closes back up above 226, I think we're green. If we continue to fall and close down at a new low, then range bound. I'm still in Tesla down to probably, I'll leave these down to 218. If it was to fall any further, I don't even know what to tell you. All right. Rod, I love it. I love it, dude.